Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. MWA Money in the Bank pay-per-view is underway, our third match of the evening. As our ring announcer, Howard Fink, introduces our competitors in today's match. Introducing first, from San Francisco, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is representing the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso. Introducing next, from Moscow, Russia, weighing at 205 pounds, Ilya Dragunov. Now introducing, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe. These three competitors already. We're just awaiting our final competitor, a mystery guest, and he is here. LA Knight making his long-awaited debut here in MWA. As the fans are certainly excited to see him, I am too. All these gentlemen are ready. Let's ring the bell. Underway, Samoa Joe going right after the newbie as LA Knight knocks him right on his butt, and Jimmy Uso is now jumping LA Knight, and those forearms to the back has no effect on him as he just shrugs him off. And Ilya Dragunov from out of nowhere, a torpedo Moscow, connects square on the flesh of LA Knight as he gets a super kick for his troubles, courtesy of Jimmy Uso. This match already fast-paced, super active, has lots of action. It's going on, super kick to LA Knight, knocks him outside the ring. LA Knight has been compromised, and Jimmy Uso letting everyone know that he is the ones in the bloodline. He will do anything for his bloodline. Here's Samoa Joe gonna throw Jimmy Uso to the outside. Jimmy Uso has also been compromised, and here comes Ilya Dragunov. Clothesline flips Samoa Joe in half. Oh my God! Going for the pin. Ilya Dragunov has done 2 moves so far as LA Knight breaks it up with an elbow. As I was saying, Ilya Dragunov has done 2 moves, and it has been a finishing move and a clothesline that flipped someone in half, cut someone in half. As here he's bouncing off the ropes again, maybe looking. No, LA Knight is going to catch him. Sends him off the ropes. Ilya Dragunov launched, back body drop perhaps, but bounces off the ropes, counter. No! BFT, blunt force trauma. LA Knight, what a sequence. What a sequence of events as Jimmy Uso was pulling Ilya Dragunov out of the ring, and it is Samoa Joe onto the apron. It's probably for the best, as if LA Knight gets a counter there, he wins the game in a German suplex. Drives Jimmy Uso's head into the post. What a sequence of events we have seen here so far, ladies and gentlemen. It's LA Knight is now working on Samoa Joe, trying to perhaps wear him down and get a pin on him. As now it's his turn to do a suplex, an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Takes out the Samoan Destroyer, Samoa Joe. Everyone is down except LA Knight. This is his time to strike. It's only his choice who he wants to attack now. Looking down at Samoa Joe, I think he has made his choice official. But who the hell is that? That's Tama Tonga. That's Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. They're beaten down. LA Knight. LA Knight is getting beaten down by the Bloodline. The Bloodline is here to make sure Jimmy Uso wins. Roman said that he wants Jimmy to win. Otherwise, he might be kicked out of the Bloodline. And the whole Bloodline's here. There's Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa with a Samoan spike. Collapsing the lungs of LA Knight. He can't breathe anymore. He can't breathe anymore. And Solo letting everyone know here he is part of the Bloodline as well. Tama Tonga getting in the face of LA Knight. And now Solo barking orders to Jacob Fatu. So the whole Bloodline is here. Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tama Loa. Sorry, try saying that very fast. And Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, as Tama Tonga is still giving LA Knight an earful. You can see Jacob Fatu springboard moonsault. Oh my god. The Samoan Werewolf and the Bloodline has just cleaned the whole entire battlefield for Jimmy Uso, and he gets a free win. Ilya should just stay down. Act like he's hurt. No one's gonna notice, but no one's noticed him yet except Tonga Loa. Tonga Loa trying to point to Ilya Dragunov, who's on the top of the ropes. Suicide dive knocks down all three members of the Bloodline there. Tama Tonga, Solo Sikoa, and Jacob Fatu, and here comes Tonga Loa. Tonga Loa is on the move, but so is Samoa Joe with that senton. The flipping senton takes down Tonga Loa. Look at the devastation, the destruction around ringside so far, as all the Bloodline is down. Only person still standing is Samoa Joe. Now he takes LA Knight into the ring, and LA Knight gonna stomp on his head with the boots of LA Knight. The boots of LA Knight, driving him into the head and the shoulder. Samoa Joe is shook. Samoa Joe is shook, I repeat. And here comes Jimmy Uso. Clothesline misses. Super kick to LA Knight and drives his skull into the post. Get some German suplex. German suplex. What a move there by Jimmy Uso. LA Knight has been compromised. He's the only one standing. Who the hell is that? That's Dolph Washington. Dolph Washington, homegrown talent here in MWA. Doesn't like the Bloodline. He told me that personally. He won't do anything in his power to make sure that the Bloodline does not win. As he climbs up to that middle rope. Sorry, the first rope. And a superplex. A superplex off the apron. Off the apron to Jimmy Uso. Oh my god. Look at the bodies around ringside. So many insane maneuvers we have seen so far today. And Samoa Joe, the only one standing and telling Ilya Dragunov to come and get him. And Ilya is not going to mess around. They're going at it. Here they are, throwing rights at each other. There's a beatdown. It's a hockey fight ensues here. There's now shoulders to the abdomen of Ilya in the corner. And Samoa Joe has control of the match as he's going to bounce off the turnbuckles. Here he comes, full head of steam into the rear end, into the gut, and now those back elbows to the back of the head and the ear of Ilya Dragunov. It's just continuous. It's not going to stop as here he goes for another one. But no, out of nowhere, LA Knight, BFT, no! Come on, Samoan clutch. The clutch is locked in here. On LA Knight. He's grasping for air. He's going to fade. Is he going to fade out? LA Knight, out of nowhere. Oh my god. Torpedo Moscow out of nowhere by LA Knight as he breaks up the pin. LA Knight landed on Samoa Joe. And now he's going for the pin. LA Knight kicks out. Samoa Joe kicks out. Now LA Knight's in a pin. And now LA Knight did not kick out, but Samoa Joe is saving the match for the Bloodline. Samoan Spike takes down the referee in a big boot out of nowhere from Solo Sikoa. This match is non-stop chaos. My tongue is tied here. Dolph Washington just got a big right hand to the head from Tongaloa, but after knocking out Solo Sikoa with a big boot, now Tongaloa beating down the man, the myth, the legend, Dolph Washington. I don't know why I called him a legend. This is his first year here in the professional wrestling business. As here comes Ilya Dragunov with a baseball slide. Takes down Jimmy Uso. And now a Torpedo Moscow. Or H-bomb, caving in the skull of Jimmy Uso. But what's this? Two competitors are left in the ring. LA Knight and Samoa Joe. LA Knight trying to take his opportunity here. Blunt force trauma. Caves in the skull of Samoa Joe. To count 1, 2, 3. LA Knight is your first ever MWA US champion. As he takes his advantage, and Ilya Dragunov didn't even realize that LA Knight got the pin. Can you believe what we just saw? I surely can't. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned as my MWA Money in the Bank is set to continue.